What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Man, this fight we finna get with Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu. As bad as I want to see it be a good fight, sometime when I watch Keith do his interviews, I'm not so sure. That's why I said I gotta see the the media workout and the weigh in before I say what I think really gonna happen in the fight. For me, what this fight really will prove though is Keith just a gatekeeper now, or is he still a high level competitive fighter? Teddy Atlas, I saw an interview with Teddy Atlas, and he said the same thing I was saying about Keith, Earl, most of the top guys at the PBC right now. They have so much inactivity. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to think they're gonna be able to do well against guys that's active on a consistent basis. How good is Keith Leg still? It ain't no way that we can know. Has he been working on his abs and absorbing body shots? Kind of hard to know because he haven't had any fights. Has he been sparring on a consistent basis? Don't really know. And what level of fighters are he sparring with? So is with Tim Tszyu, we know he's strong. We know he fresh. We know he coming to seek and destroy. We know he been active. We know he hungry. We know he's the bigger fighter. We know he got the more reach, the longer reach. He's the younger fighter, which is why I've constantly said he should win. But Keith, in my opinion, outside of the inactivity, is a better fighter. But although he's a better fighter, he don't fight no more. And how deep really is his heart in the boxing? Is he really trying to be a champion again, or is he just coming to pick up some more money and go home for a couple of years until his bank account start getting low? Because I said this a while back. It seems like Keith don't even want to fight when he think he need a little more extra money in the bank. Now, I don't want that to be the case because at one time I really thought Keith was a real fighter, and I still hope that he is. I do, man. I would like to see Keith do well, just like I would like to see Earl come back and be able to do well. But the truth about both of them is, we really won't know until they get in the ring. uh, Earl ain't been quite as inactive as Keith, but Earl done had more injuries than a little bit. He done had some like that car accident was. I mean, that was a hell of an accident he had. So now he beat several good fighters since that accident, but now after that big beating he took from Crawford, we we won't know nothing until he get back in the ring. He looked fine to me, Spence. He looked fine, but looks can be deceiving. I definitely think I have more confidence, if I'm being honest, in Earl coming back uh, and being a champion again than I do Keith until I see the media work out in the weigh in. That'll let me know how hard he's trained for this fight and how is he really trying to win, or is he just gonna go in there and give us a few good rounds and get knocked out? You know, uh, Keith always said he didn't want to be a gatekeeper. Right now, that's what you are. As bad as I hate to say it, and I like Keith Thurman, but right now he a gatekeeper in this fight, and the only way to change that narrative is to either win the fight or lose in a competitive nature. You know, if he go in there after being out of the ring 2 years and go 12 hard rounds with Tim Tszyu, and even if he lose, if it's close, uh, the fans will give him a pass on that if he gonna keep fighting, because if he being out the ring 2 years, if he don't lose, I'm saying if he don't win, but gives Zoo a lot of problems and it's a real fight, then the possibility of him being getting back where he was still won't be completely a fantasy. But if he come in there, if we see him and he ain't got no 6 pack and he move, he hitting the mid slow and being sluggish, moving around the ring, then that means he gonna come in there and fight for a few rounds and go home. I don't think that's Keith character. I really don't. I don't. He don't seem like the type of person that's gonna go out there and just embarrass himself. Not on purpose anyway. Uh, that's why I said I'm real interested to see how this fight gonna go because it's like I say, it's gonna dictate exactly who Keith is at this point in his career. And as far as is he still a real fighter or is he just a gatekeeper now? I truly hope that he coming to fight. I hope he ain't coming to survive because if he coming to survive a caliber fighter, they can actually survive 12 rounds and just lose damn near all of them and get to the scorecard. A good fighter know how to do that. Charlo kind of did that against Canelo. But the people that go in there and get knocked out, like Earl did, is because he was trying to win. But if he was just trying to survive, any A caliber fighter can do that if that's what they want to do. That's what Mikey Garcia did in his fight against Earl Spence after about the 5th round. You could tell he had just made up in his mind that he didn't want to get knocked out. So I really hope Keith coming in there thinking he can win the fight. Now, what can happen now is Tim Tszyu, if he what they want him to be, go in there and just that good and make Keith quit. I just don't see that happening. So for me, I can't say nothing for sure as far as how I feel about what's gonna happen in that fight until that weigh in and that media workout. But it's on the line for me. Either he a gatekeeper. Well, right now he is a gatekeeper, but this is gonna dictate how he'll be looked at for the rest of his career if he gonna keep fighting. How he uh how he perform in this fight right here. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like or subscribe. Till the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.